Disney Dining Plan Explained. Hey everyone, it's Max, and after my video last week on what to eat at Disney World, I got a lot of questions on the Disney Dining Plan and the different types of the dining plans, and if you should get a dining plan when you go to Disney World. So I thought I'd make a video explaining the different types of dining plans that are offered and if it makes sense for you to get it. So let's get into it. There are 3 different types of dining plans at Disney World. There's an adult price and a kid's price. Kids are ages 3 to 9. They are broken up into your quick service meals, which is the meal you'd get if you order, at a cash register, you wait in line, you have a tray. There's that. Then there's your table service, which is a sit-down meal with a server, bigger. And then there's a snack, which is something you'd order at a kiosk just around the parks. The plans are broken up into per person, per night of your stay. And also, each person gets a refillable mug, which you can fill with soda all the time. So, what plan do you get? Okay, the basic Disney dining plan is 1 quick service, 1 table service, and 1 snack per day. So what's a quick service meal? So that is an entree and a drink, and if you're having lunch or dinner, it also includes a dessert. The table service is considered an entree, a drink, and a dessert. Never is alcohol available on the Disney dining plan, I should say that. No alcohol on any of the dining plans. So if you do some math, this plan breaks down to about $60 a day per adult. This plan's good for people that are going to be having a quick service for lunch and a table service at dinner, and not maybe an extravagant table service at dinner. Now, some of the sit-down restaurants are worth 2 of your meal credits, so you have to really pay attention. Some of the higher priced restaurants, yes, they are worth 2, so that you get 2 taken off the bat immediately. So I would say this basic Disney plan is for a family, quick service, and then your sit-down dinner that is not going to be too expensive. Now, there's the quick service dining plan. This gives you 2 quick service meals a day, a snack, and your mug. So this is if you never plan to have like a nice sit-down dinner. This is for families that want to take advantage of the rides and the attractions and see as much of Disney World as they can. You're not as concerned about the food. You want just your meals to be quick, but you don't want to have to think about the money. So you can, kind of prepay and you're all taken care of. This is a great way to do that if you are not interested in having a dining experience at Disney World. And this breaks down into about 40-something a day per adult. And finally, there is the Deluxe Dining Plan. This one gives you 3 meals per day. 3 meals. Any combination of meals that can be. So it can be a table service and 2 quick services, or a quick service and a table service that requires 2 dining entitlements. You could do that. You also get 2 snacks per day and your refillable mug. Okay, so who's this plan good for? This plan is good for, I would say, foodies like me. If I was gonna pick a Disney plan, I'd probably pick this one because I go to Disney World for the food a lot. And the food's amazing, and I like to eat at the restaurants that require 2 entitlements sometimes. So I would have to pick this one. Or maybe your family likes to have sit-down meals throughout your days. So you want to sit down breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this just provides you with some flexibility to maybe use your sit-down dinner one night, and then maybe the next night you're not going to do that, and you can divvy up your credits any way you'd like. This plan's good for people that know that they're going to be spending a lot on food. This breaks down to about $110 or so a day per person. So you gotta know that I'm gonna be going to Disney World and I'm gonna be eating. Okay, so the bottom line is this, guys. You need to do some math. It kind of stinks. Yes, you really gotta plan when you're deciding, do I want a meal plan? I've done it both ways when I've gone to Disney. And I've found for myself that it doesn't necessarily work for me because I like to go to the sit-down restaurants, and so, gratuity is not included on these things, so it doesn't always work for me if I'm going on a trip, and I want to eat, the more expensive places. Now, if you've got a family and if you have kids, you really might want to consider it. And you really, really have to take advantage of the plan. Look at the menus at Disney World, find out which are the higher price quick service places, go there. Like Be Our Guest is actually a quick service, but you kind of get a sit-down experience. So like, look at things like that. Look at your snacks. Find out what are the most expensive snacks. Use your snack credits on those. There's a lot of planning and research that goes into your Disney World vacation. For me, one time, I had the plan, and I'd used all of my sit-down meal credits because I like to go to the restaurants, and I had like 4 credits left over for quick service and 1 day left. I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta use these. So that's the other problem. If you know you're going to Disney World and you want that bigger dining experience, then it might not be for you, or you might want the deluxe one. It just kind of depends. And no alcohol, so you gotta think, what does my family eat? How much do we eat? How often do we eat? Do I want bigger dining experiences or do I not care? So there you go, guys. I hope I explained it in a way that made some sense to you all. If you do have questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer any more questions that you guys have. I've done it a bunch of times, so I kind of know, what works and what doesn't with the dining plan. But the bottom line is, you know you and you know your family. So only you can really decide, but make sure you plan. That's the #1 thing about anything with the dining plan. Cool? Cool. All right, like, subscribe, leave those comments and questions below. Have a magical day, everybody. Bye.
Mr. Cheesy
Get
Pop.
either the ribeye or the filet and the beer cheddar soup. Oh my gosh. Now I can't stop thinking about it.